The Peace Project starts now. Are you in? Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic. Today we're going to continue speaking about Armenia, about the second part of the first genocide of the 20th century. If you didn't watch the first part, you can do it now by clicking on the link located next to my face or on the one located in the info bar below. Now let's start. In the declaration of the 24th of May 1915, the Allies decided that they would find all the Turkish government members guilty for the massacres. But, as we might know, those things take their time. It was 1919, and the Allies started to examine the case within the terms of the Hague Convention of 1907. The conclusions were published the 29th of March, in which they expressed their convenience to bring an action against the Turkish government members. The 10th of August 1920, the Sèvres Treaty demanded from the Allies to judge all the people who had been considered responsible for the massacres. At the same time, the Turkish government was changing again, and at this point the willing of carrying on with the sentences pronounced by the judges disappeared. Jamal, Enver and Tajar had avoided the death penalty, and the Ittihadish the 15 years of prison. All of them were set free, and they would not have to be responsible for anything. Apparently, Tajar was murdered in Germany by a student. The investigation was reopened in 1965. In 1973, the NATO described the massacres of 1915 as the first genocide of the 20th century. Finally, in 1984, the Permanent People's Tribunal ruled that the massacres were imprescriptible. As far as I know, the USA never recognized that. Am I wrong? Well, if no one had reopened the case, everyone or almost everyone would have forgotten about this genocide. Like if it had never happened. And now I wonder, is this the world that we want to live in? One where someone who gets married to a person from another religion is sentenced to death, and someone who is behind the deaths of thousands of people is set free? Now, let's think a little bit. The Allies were going to judge the people responsible for the massacres, and when there was the change in the Turkish government, they did not continue. It is like if they had forgotten about the thousands of victims who died. Why did they allow it? Why did not they judge them? And of course I understand that each country has its own traditions, but we have been aging as a society, and as years passed by, all the people from different regions should have understood that we cannot choose where we are born or the sex that we are. If you disagree with that, and you think that there is not equality between sexes or people from different religions or cultures, then let me ask you a question. For that, imagine right now that you are the exact person that you hate, one among those people that you think who are beneath you. Now tell me, how do you feel when someone comes and hits you just because of that? And how do you feel when you want to do something but you cannot because of who you are? You can answer to me in the category About Society of the forum under the topic Just Me. Of course, I suppose you know that my website is www.thepeaceprojectstartsnow.com. Well, this video together with part 1 have been filmed in memoriam of all the innocent civilians who died in this conflict. We will never forget you. I wait for your opinions about this video in the topic Law of the Forum created under the category About Justice, except of course the ones that correspond to the opinions of Just Me mentioned before. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That is everything for now. See you here in Facebook and in Twitter. And remember that in Facebook I am the Peace Project starts now, and in Twitter I am the True Peace. Be healthy and follow peace in your life. The Peace Project starts now. Are you in?